Well, today is National Previvor Day, a day to recognize those who have survived a genetic predisposition to develop cancer, such as our next guest. And here to join me now is Kate Burgess. Thank you so much for joining us. It took a while to get here with this crazy weather, but you are here. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wonder if you could tell me in your own words what a previvor is.
Well, it's a term that was coined for people like myself who have survived a predisposition to cancer. For instance, I have a BRCA mutation, so a very high incidence of chance of having breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So in 2009, when I found out about the mutation, I went and had both my ovaries removed and I had a mastectomy. And 6 years later, I haven't had any cancer.
Wow.
So,
well, congratulations.
Thank
Although it's sort of bittersweet, I would imagine, because once you realize that you have a predisposition to a disease in which there is no cure, what goes through your mind?
A lot goes through your mind when you find out. I mean, you think about the people that have passed. My grandmother died when she was 35 of breast cancer. I think about my aunt. I think about my children who I could pass this on to. 50% chance of passing on the mutation. We got it through our father. It does go through your father as well. So those are the first things I thought of, truthfully, and then from there you figure out what you're going to do with that information. And because I didn't realize, I think I was a little naive ahead of time, thinking that all breast cancers are the same, and they really are not. When you have a BRCA mutation, you have such a high risk, up to an 87% chance of getting breast cancer, and often they're more aggressive.
When you find out that you have this mutation, I'm thinking of Angelina Jolie, who sparked a huge debate, right? Because folks are saying, why would you do this?
She's a godsend.
Right. Talk to me about that when she came forward and said, yes, this is what I'm doing because I don't want to get cancer.
Well, she brought such a spotlight to it, which it's been, been missing for so long, and people then started to read more about it and realize that what she was doing wasn't crazy. When I did it in 2009, people thought I was kind of crazy.
I would imagine, because the conversation back then hadn't even started.
No, and even though we've known for a long time about these mutations, it just hasn't come up to the light enough. So Angelina really did a phenomenal job, and it was very brave of her and kind of her to come forward with all of that.
Interesting. Not only that you caught this early, right, and you have family members, but your sisters also, which is rare, at least as I was doing research about this.
It's actually not that rare, although 4 of us was the odds shouldn't have been that. It's supposed to be a 50-50 chance that you get it from if either parent has it. All 4 of us tested positive.
You and
all 3 sisters. So it was rapid fire that we all found out because we were all around age 50, which is late to find out because oftentimes the breast cancers and ovarian cancers occur earlier with people with mutations. So yeah, we were just shocked that we did, and then one by one we all started to try to have prophylactic surgeries. And one sister, when she went in for an MRI, found out she did have breast cancer. Thankfully, it was early onset. Another sister found out she had ovarian cancer when they removed her ovaries. It was supposed to be a prophylactic procedure, but it was not.
What a brave person and brave family all of you are for enduring all of this and shedding light. What is the research now? I understand at UPenn. At
UPenn, there's a center in 2012 was created called the Bassler Center for BRCA, with a $25 million grant from John and Mindy Gray, and it has become it was the first and only center for BRCA research dedicated, and it's the central hub now. So a lot of researchers from around the world are collaborating, which is an amazing process. One thing they're working on right now is actually a novel vaccine for healthy individuals with BRCA mutations, so they'll be able to prevent cancer without having to go through all these procedures. So, but right now it's in a trial stage, and it's being used on people that have had cancer and are in remission, and they're just looking at the clinical and immunological impact, and from there they'll take it from there. I don't know how long it all takes, but it certainly is very hopeful.
And it's good to know that there's so many people dedicated to this cause. Thank you, Kate, so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll have you back, and we'll have an update.
Thank you so much.
Sooner rather than later. And it's a good thing we're talking about this because tomorrow marks the first day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and while most people